If you're going to trust the divine, trust the divine. If you're going to be in spiritual practice, be in spiritual practice, trusting that the divine is carrying you into a phase that is safe and secure for you to go into. It's a place for you to experience independence, freedom, vitality, and precision. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. Hey, my balancing beings, it's your soul Oracle Robyn, and I'm back to you with another divinely channeled message. Today, I might not seem as high energy, but I am truly in a restorative state right now, in need of rest. And I think that the impact that I'm feeling is based on balancing beings, collective energy. So I'm not going to apologize for how I'm showing up today. I am truly here to share with you a message about transition. It's really, really important that you all understand that a part of you staying in the flow is about you being able to transition when necessary, when you're being called to, when you're being inspired to, and even when you don't feel like moving. I was actually listening to a lady the other day talking about being unmovable or immovable. And a lot of you have probably been so strong in your life and so solid in your life and in other people's lives that change may be challenging for you. Transitioning out of one thing and into another thing may be challenging to you because of the immovable state you're able to be in. Sometimes not being able to transition well comes with consequence like anxiety because you're actually anxious about the future and what's to come. And I've been getting quite a few downloads in relation to transition. Some of them are in correlation with the fact that you're just not trusting the plan of the divine, most high creator, our source. It's okay not to trust sometimes too, because eventually those feelings of doubt help you to become more wise and more keen to what continues to happen as a pattern through your transition. So hopefully transitions after the one that you're presently experiencing will get easier. Hopefully. Balancing beings, when you are feeling that you don't know what to expect in the future and your emotions go from happiness to feelings of anxiety, restlessness, feelings of overwhelm. the way that you should be able to experience the transition only comes from you accessing the resources that you have to balance. You may need to move your body. You may need to meditate. You may need to retreat not only out of the space of others, but maybe retreat to your own private space in your mind and shut out everything and everyone. It's crazy because I keep having these visions of different animals, and sometimes I have to piece these divine messages back together. And over a month ago now, I experienced seeing a wolf coming out of a den as is, as if it had gone into a restorative state, retreating before stepping into yet another transition. I have seen specifically the eye of a crocodile, and even, right outside of the eye where the reptilian scales are showing, and then the narrowness of the pupil in the crocodile's eye, y'all. Both these animals are known for their keen sensibility in their environments to be as precise and accurate about what moves to make. In these visions, I believe that Divine Spirit was confirming to me that you all are ready to step into the next phase that's being given to you. But there has been a delay because of your anxiousness. If you're going to trust the divine, trust the divine. If you're going to be in spiritual practice, be in spiritual practice, trusting that the divine is carrying you into a phase that is safe and secure for you to go into. It's a place for you to experience independence, freedom, vitality, and precision. I've also been seeing a target. And with every dart that has hit that target, there's been a blast of gold that I see. I saw somebody that I met in the beginning stages of college in some of these visions, and both of us have gone into different directions. But seeing this person in my vision, I remember the spark in his eye that I saw when we both started freshman orientation on campus in the blazing hot sun, 3-degree weather in August of 2008. And I was keen to the spark in his eyes that I hope that's never ever left. But it was also confirmation of this vision being about transition. That I saw somebody from way back then, and I've now graduated college twice, but you understand where I'm coming from, that in that time, there was a point of both of us experiencing a transition, being unsure of what was to come, but both of us are successful now. And that's the way life is. It's about being able to trust that the divine is carrying us to the next destination and through the next set of experiences. And it's okay for us to have limitless beliefs. It's okay for us to have optimism and freedom, knowing that we can form to almost anything. We can create anything that we want. Even when circumstances seem bleak and maybe that we don't have all of the tools and the resources, you are being divinely carried. And trust and believe your manifestations are being supported by the divine, but they are being delayed if the divine cannot see that you fully trust that the universe is going to honor you. How do you think that the Most High Creator feels when you're not honoring its ability to honor you? You are in a position where you can be like a slingshot that catapults to the most divine place at the most divine time. And that's what I need for you all to affirm today, is that I'm always in the most divine place at the most divine times, and that I'm always supported by the divine. The universe is working for me and never, ever against me. While I've been traveling, whether that be locally or non locally, I have continuously seen hawks. And some people could actually say that that represents a warning, but spiritually, it could also mean something divine is happening. And now it's time for you to take your wings as far as they span like a hawk and capture the opportunity to relish in the experience that's coming next. You may not know what's next. You may have always known which direction you were going to go, what things you were to explore next, what things you desired to do. But sometimes we're being called, just like the wolf in the den, to seek restoration so that in the next season, you're ready to be accurate and precise, to walk with precision. Know that in your times of transition, there's a cost for the peace that you seek. Stop choking your blessings. Release things that do not serve you so that you can be prepared for the next season. And remember to remain in the present, because you're going to miss not having lived in those moments because you are so anxious about the future. I remember about 10 years ago, there was a lady that had reached out to me on LinkedIn. And she may have been at the beginning phases of building her clientele, but she was a career advisor. And although she and I didn't have a long connection, there was a very significant connection. And I can admit, I wasn't as mature then as I am now. And a lot of what I needed from her, I really couldn't be effective in how I related what it is that I needed. I couldn't request to her specifically what it is that I needed. I couldn't articulate what it was that I wanted at that point in my life because my mind was hazy. I didn't practice in my life the way that I do now with a more healthy approach. And I can admit that I had not evolved into the balance and being that I am today. And I thank the Most High for placing her into my life, because she was the first person to expose me to an exercise that was to clear the space in my brain enough to find out what it is that I truly want, to clear the space in my mind of overwhelm, to clear the space in my mind to finally have clarity, to be able to target what it is that I want and need. She wanted to clear up my space so I could strategically plan my life. And while I have different beliefs about, strategically planning your life or your day to day now, I needed the talk that she had given me, because I was just moving through life without the proper structure that I needed to excel at the rate that I desired. Yes, a lot of times we want instant gratification, but being able to grow exponentially requires for us to have a labor of consistency. And I had my hand in all sorts of pots then that weren't even mine. I was doing a lot more for people than I should have been. And it left me at a deficit where I wasn't able to hone in on what Robyn needed. This advisor and consultant asked me to start doing breathing exercises that would allow oxygen to flow to my brain before I went to bed every night, as well as before I started my day when I first got up. And that was my first piece of exposure to using breath exercises to clear a space. But now I'm asking that you all start to take action in meditation and breathing exercises. Use breathing exercises to keep your temperament in check. Use breathing exercises to help you to step away from things that seem problematic if you need that space. Before you ever respond, take time to breathe. But once you figure out how to breathe, then you'll be able to start meditating. But anyways, I just wanted to come to you with this restorative, peaceful, and calm message today about you already having a keen eye for precision in this next season. And it's time for you to stop choking your blessings and accept that transition, great transition, divine transition is happening in your life. Trust the divine, trust the Most High Creator, that you'll be able to take the necessary steps and the best steps for you to have the most wonderful experience yet. That's one of the things that I tell myself every day, and I have been since I was, about 21 years old. The best is yet to come. Remember, balancing beings, I love you no matter what you do. And it's important to me that you know you are free. 'Cause I never want to make you change for me, babe. Don't change, don't change. Squirrel for me, babe. Don't change, don't change. Squirrel for me, babe. I'll talk to you later. Peace.